Pisha to datri 1011 šarele Assyria TV bafrosejve. وموزة بناو هاوي أسيريا تيفي أوقولو حيرو وأوقولو شاريو دوعا موسريو يببريثو. وأوني شد أسيريا تيفي دماحت فرجونو بوفوكوس ودنوقل عطيبي وشو شوتت كون بين دوعا ميذن لبريثو كولا. لجن أسيريا تيفي تقودر مداوم بوفلحونيذي قلو زملي إم عذرون ثثخو. إذا كورحميتو أو شغلت أسيريا تيفي وكوحوزيتو إلصويثت أسيريا تيفي بو حقلو دي ميديا مفصوحينا ساقيد معضريتو أسيريا تيفي. درب مشحل في كبخ معضريتو أسيريا تيفي. كبخو هويتو هادومي بو فيسبوك منيونو تزوزي ناعيمة أو إنقلد رحميتو دهويتو هادومي بو يوتيوب تاموستب منيونو تزوزي ناعيمة. كبعيتو دهوال خميديا تكتلا قولو حيرو ودلتيو ما صرتو عم قابي شوتوسي توكوسي وأوعيتا ووثي مقوايو أسيريا تيفي مقوايو وقولتخو يميدي.
Hello, my name is Joseph Pirayou. I want to welcome you to the first edition 2024 in the beginning Ashur program. Happy New Year to all of my fellow Ashuri people and non-Ashuri people that are watching this program. We had Christmas last week, and I guess next week we have another Eastern Orthodox Christmas. Happy Christmas to both of points that are being celebrated. Being the new year, I hear so many on radio when you're driving about New Year's resolutions that, okay, this year, let's say somebody wants to lose weight, somebody wants to work harder, somebody wants to make more money, mostly to get more discipline in the things we did last year. This year, we want to have resolutions on doing things to achieve, feel better, or something that kind of makes you feel good. So it's a discipline issue. Most people have that. They make resolutions. First couple of weeks, they're good. Then slowly, I'm not saying everybody, but that's the thing with New Year's. There's a lot of resolutions. And talking about resolution, New Year's is today's program. It's called Project Ashur. Now, before I go detail, when we talk about Ashur, sometimes I've noticed that I've talked about some subjects that what happens is there's a miscommunication. Sorry about the screen here. That there is a miscommunication, like when we're talking about a subject, maybe I mean something that the other person thinks there is difference. Like when we talk about name, and I emphasize on Ashur, they say, well, Assyrian or Atur, this and that. and they misunderstand, or we kind of misunderstand each other on the subject, even though both are on the same path, but with different understanding of certain things that we talk about. So sometimes it becomes misunderstanding. So I just want to go over like Project Ashur. What is it about? Well, before we talk about Project Ashur, what it is, what do we mean when we say Ashur? Are we on the same page? Like when we talk about Ashur, are we talking about our name? What is it? Language? Anything specific? Just one part of it? I had made a list. I'm trying to see if I can not to miss anything. Like as I said, name, language, our customs and tradition that are unique to us. We have the history that we get from these tablets, that through these tablets, finally the world found out back in mid 1800s that there are people that are Ashuri, and thank God that our ancestors left so much artifacts. This other part that you see is our written language today, that originally we have a lot of writings from about 2,000 years ago about our Christian faith, but there are some things that are unique just to us. So before going detail into the project, what is Project Ashur? As you can see in these photos, when I said about name, that's one thing that I think is the most important part. I think, see, we have so many of us doing so many different things. I think my name is the most important part. As long as I can keep that name, and the other parts, language, we can work at. It is our name that is under attack. That's what I've seen, especially past 30, 40 years. We have this Aramaic, Syriac, Chaldean, even word Assyrian is used a lot. So the name is unique. Language, one of the problems that we have, just to get started, we have the Eastern dialect and Western dialect. One thing I forgot to mention is that the Project Ashur, I don't know how much you are active on social media. I only have a Facebook. I see a lot of my brothers and sisters talk about unity. We need to get united. We need to become one. We need to do something that the enemy. Great. What is the plan? How do you plan to achieve that unity? And unity in what way? Unity in name, so we have one name. How about unity in language? We have at least two separate languages, even though it's the same alphabet. There are a lot of words that we use that are common both to Eastern and Western dialect, but we have an issue with communicating in our own language that is unique to us. The other parts, well, we have, what else is unique to us? We have our music, dance, traditional clothing, but there are certain other things that are unique to us that are just Ashuri. For example, next month, February, we have rogation of the Ninevites. And as far back as I could think, it's been used by the church. This is not a Christian event. This goes back before Christianity. That's beside the point. If you don't want to believe in the story of, what is his name, Jonah and the belly of the fish and all these things that some people say is nonsense, fine. But this is a tradition of our people, goes back before Christianity, and should be honored as an Ashuri tradition, not a Christian tradition. I mean, you want to do it Christian, that's fine. But it is an Ashuri. This is ours. Next one is our coming in March or April, depending who you're talking to, is our New Year's. Which one is our New Year? Is it the 1st of spring or 1st of April? Project Ashur, we're trying to see the identity that we have. We put it on the table, we look at it, for the New Year resolution, right? That's my New Year resolution. Preservation of our history, of our name, of our identity, language, culture, everything else. Have you had any resolution regarding our nation? What I was writing here. Anybody has goals for Ashur nation this year? Anything that is achievable? Have you thought about it? Or we just keep going and every day, put some comments or some posts on social media. See, Project Ashur is nothing new right now that I'm talking about. I'm not the one who's starting it. It has been started for God knows how long ago. How do I know? First of all, as I said, I only have Facebook, but on Facebook, I see a lot of my Ashuri friends. Most of the friends I have on Facebook, I don't know who they are. However, they are posts about our faith, about our language, about our tablets in the what they call it in museums, different kinds of. It's just we're putting posts about so many things. So there is a project ongoing, mostly individually, not as a group, not as a whole, so we can coordinate this project together. And I think if we do that coordination, we get closer and closer to the unity. Now, what is the problem here? Not the problem. What is a problem? Coordination. How do you coordinate? Well, there was this movie a long time ago I saw. It's, of course, the movie, the subject is not relevant, but the title was Shot in the Dark. And what I was thinking when I was preparing for the program is that there are so many of us out there that we love our nation, we love our name, we love our language, we love our customs, we love everything that is about us and our history. Yet, most of us think that our way is the right way and everybody else has to believe in the way we believe things. And that's why we are throwing shots in the dark. There is a target out there, but it's dark and we keep throwing shots. Hopefully, one of them will hit the target and it opens up and we can get united. Yes, hallelujah, Pirayou Ashur, and go get our land back and we're done. Not so fast. Starting 2024, we look back 2023, 22, 21, 20, going back. When you look at the events and the things that have happened to us, anything in that history, let's say the past 5 or 10 years, does anything indicate that we are going towards achieving our goals? If anybody out there knows, let me know, because I don't know everything. I'm just going by the things that I know and I see. I don't go to all the events. I'm not part of any church organization or anything like that. I don't know. But from what I know is going on, the last, whatever history we want to go back, 5, 10, 20, 30 years, shows that if we keep going that way, the future doesn't look like we're going to get anything achieved for our people. Now, what is the goal that you want to achieve? For me, the first and most important thing is our name. What is it for you? The past few programs, I have invited anyone that wants to come and share your thoughts that can help us achieve this unity, either through language, through name, or anything that you think can work. It is time. It has been time, but we're getting closer and closer to a time that our people are suffering even more now in the parts of the world that belong to us. Are we one family? Are we one people? Imagine your blood brother and sister is suffering. Are you going to help them? Are you going to do something for them? Do we feel like these people in Iraq and Turkey and Syria are brothers and sisters? That we really care? When we see something on the social media, we put the icon, or tears, and that's it. We think our responsibility ends at that point. Maybe you think that's the case. I don't. And there are a lot of more that think like me, or they're smarter and better than me. However, they have given up hope and they are not getting involved. We have so many talented men, women, brothers, sisters that have given up hope. What fuels me, what gives me hope is through the Bible. You don't have to believe in it, but this is my fuel. Whatever your fuel is. Joseph, what do you mean Bible is your fuel? Well, the Bible tells me that there's someday there is going to be a land, Ashur, where it used to be, and it's going to be bring blessing to the world. That's me and my ancestors, and maybe, not maybe, my future descendants, our descendants. This is what gives me fuel. Again, while preparing for the program, I was like, okay, what is it that looking back the history, like 5, 10, whatever years going back, we've had people, activists. Fruit, nothing. As far as I know, as I said, if you know there is something going on, let me know. We'd be more than happy to share that. But going back, looking, something seems to be missing. And as I said, I get my fruit from the Bible. And there was one thing that I was reading. It's called the parable of the sower. I don't know how many of you are familiar with this. Jesus, chapter 13 of Matthew, he gives a parable of sower. He always talked to his people with parables to teach them. So what is that parable? There's that sower that has seeds. He walks. Some of the seeds fall in the road, some in the rocks, some in like whatever it's called, bushes, and some in a good soil, right? And he's talking to these people, and something is interesting that he's saying is that you see things, you hear things, but you're not paying attention. And he says the meaning of this parable is that, and I want to emphasize on the one that is on the rocky road. So there are like 4 parts. One falls on the road, one is on the rocky place, the other one falls in thorns, and the 4th one falls in the good soil. What happens to the one that falls on the rocky place? Let me read that. It says, this is the seed sown along the one who received the seed that fell on the rocky place is the man who hears the word and at once receives it with joy. But since he has no root, he lasts only a short time. When trouble or persecution comes because of the word, he quickly falls away. And the benefit that this parable is given to for the benefit of the kingdom of heaven. And I was thinking, comparing that, bringing benefit to the Ashur people, nation. What happens? We think of a plan, we are excited, yes, get together, planning. But since we have no roots, what does that mean, no roots? The excitement is based on something superficial, because when you are not committed, when you are not enthusiastic, when you let the negatives get to you, when you have all the habits coming and stopping you from doing something new, like that New Year resolution, why so many people do not achieve that? Because has to change, something has to change. You cannot do your old ways and expect changes to come the way. I mean, somebody was telling me, oh, I need to get a new car. I said, okay, Ed, have you done any plans? He said, well, I have this job that I know every month how much money I'm making. I said, based on that, can you buy a house? Can you buy your car? He said, no. I said, okay, maybe you need to get a part-time job. There has to come a change. If you believe there's someday is going to be Ashur nation, I believe we're going to get our land back. I don't know when. That's not my problem. The thing is that continuation of who we are, our name, our language, customs, everything that is related. We have this rich history. Every museum you go to in the world, you go to, they have our artifacts. British Museum has so many artifacts and the stories, they cannot get them out. We can have a whole country Let's say one of the states we have in the United States, it's like New York State. We can fill that New York State with all of our artifacts. We still have some more to go because there is so much of them. Why? Because our ancestors left us who they were to know, for the whole world to know, because we have that history behind us. Roots. When you put your foot on the solid place, your footing is strong. When things shake, when problems come, you might bend, but you will not break. When that seed was put in that rocky place, there was no roots. We just got excited. Oh, yes, and I'm busy. I cannot help. I cannot do this. I have problems. I have family, this and that, everything. That's what I was saying. We start so many projects, so many places that we are right now in the world. You get started after a while because certain things, I tell you what I think when it says the root was not deep. Now, this is my opinion. Why the root is not deep. It's like a relationship. Respect who we are. Trusting each other. And being loyal. These three, we practice them when we start any project. And on top of everything is that love. Not just love, I love you, oh, I feel like love. The love that both of us have mutual towards, let's say, we both love Ashur. We hate each other, but doesn't matter. Let's look at the goal. What is our goal? When you look at it that we love Ashur nation, I don't care. Joseph, you believe in Bible? I don't care. I don't believe in Bible, but I love my nation. I love my nation too. Let's work together. Let's not these other things come and be the priority. We want or we don't want. Are you serious about this? As I said, I've invited twice. This is the third time to come and bring and share your thoughts. This is time of separation. Do you mean business or just sitting there talking and being keyboard warrior? You are at the time that the enemy is sitting there enjoying, says these people will never get the lesson. Whenever we feel like it, we can do whatever we want to them in Iraq, KRG, whatever, Syria, Turkey, every time it's here, just kill us, hurt us, whatever they want to do. Do you care? I care. And I was thinking about this, that parable of the sower. It's amazing. It says there is no roots. And that's the project. The project, I tell you, about 45, 50 years ago, I was like 11, 12 years old. I was at a picnic in Tehran, and I was helping my neighbor, is a little bit older than me, and we were moving things to get him to the park. And this Persian guy comes over, and in Farsi he says, "Are you Asuri?" My friend says, "No, we are Ashuri." This is about 45, 50 years ago. And that stayed with me. See, I'm not the one starting this Ashur project. If you want to credit me, no problem, I'll take it. I'm a Syrian. We all want to get credit for what we're doing. Yes, I did it. I did. No. This project has been ongoing. Every one of us deep inside is a representative. Either we have lost hope or the projects that they come by, we get excited, then we get cold feet because there's more responsibility coming. Believe me, for this project, you don't need to spend any money, maybe time if you want to post things, this and that, but we can work together. As I said, it's like fourth, fifth time, inviting you. Bring your ideas, bring your plans. This is your program. Together, we can achieve that. By ourselves, shot in the dark, there is no way. The thoughts, the ideas, everything could be different, and that's what makes us great. Bring it on. Project Ashur will start officially, because unofficially, as I said, it's been going on for God knows how long. And that's pretty much it. Where do you get your fuel? The I was thinking like specifics. What makes you motivated? Motivation is another part that my motivation is. I mean, I know I said I'm getting it from Bible, but what has motivated me, that's another thing that has happened to me, is that since I could remember, when my mother was alive, she would talk to me about our people, about history. She sowed that seed inside me. See, there are two things here. Those of us that are involved, mature, and the other part is the kids being born in our families. What are we teaching them? What kind of a seed we are planting there? Because those are the future. Those are the ones who will be able to come and see the fruition of this project. Do you think it's worthy? Do you want to be part of it? Could it be done? Are you giving up? Or are you excited? I'm really, really excited because we have so many, what is the right word? True Ashuris that just sitting on the sideline. We come and get you. You are our brothers and sisters. This is going to be a great year. It will take time. See, the process is very simple, but it's not easy. The trust is gone. Respect is gone. Loyalty is gone. But it will be brought back by true unconditional love. Regardless of who you are or what you think about me or anybody else, we practice true love, agapeo, unconditional. It's not easy. We have not practiced that for a while. It's very easy for us to insult each other. Oh, yeah, you believe in this and that, it's intellectually challenged or whatever. I'm more smarter than you, so you have to do this and that. You're going to get there. It's going to be fun. So talking about fun, as always, Happy New Year. We're going to have a great year. We're going to get together. I'm sure in the future, some of you will come. We bring it, share your thoughts, ideas. The project Ashur will be successful through you and us together, working together. So, as always, the Unity song, dance Sheikhani. Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Sheikhani.